Art, the new album is called Welcome to the Drama Club. Now, are you a member of that club? Are you a bit of a drama king?
I'm the drama king.
You are.
I think most men are, and they don't want to admit it. I mean, the term drama queen has been around for a long time. But I think men have pointed that finger kind of unfairly, because I think men get very dramatic. It's in a different way. It's a more narcissistic than passive-aggressive way, so it's not as open and as easily identified. But yeah, we create drama, and I sure do.
But you work in an artistic field, so there we're given more license to be dramatic, and it's sort of part of the whole process. Do you think that really is true, that men in general are as dramatic as women? I
think they are. I think when you say license, you could say license, but that's also enabling in a way. It's like saying, oh, he cheats on his girlfriend or his wife because, oh, he's just got women throwing himself at him all the time. Well, that might be true, but it's still a commitment is a commitment. So that to say that it's okay for one person to be able to step outside the rules is enabling. And the same thing with men and women in a relationship. People need to point the finger at themselves a little bit more. And this record is really not about my ex. It's about my perception and my different views of what went on during this breakup, because it was pretty catastrophic for me and life-changing in a good way, a really good way. I wouldn't go back to that life for all the money in the world, but going through it was pretty painful. But the reason I knew, two reasons I had to do the record like this, because I usually don't do autobiographical albums. I'll do songs here and there like Father of Mine and different songs we've done. But this album, I had to get this out of me just as a person and as an artist. And two, I wouldn't put anything on the record that I didn't think was a universal theme that other people can relate to. And judging by MySpace and all the the response we've had from people are really connecting with a lot of these songs.
You mentioned that the divorce is very hard for you, and I noticed that in a lot of the songs you seem to be struggling with identity. Was that part of the problem? You didn't quite know what you were going to become now that you were in a different situation? Absolutely.
I think that's a really good question, to be honest with you. No one's ever brought that up before. I think we all struggle with identity, and I don't think it matters how old you are. I think as you get older, you get more comfortable in your own skin. And I definitely did again. I had to get back to myself and think of myself as myself, not as the guy, as the singer of Everclear, or the guy who was in this marriage, or the guy who was this person's father. I am all those things, but at the same time, I think I lost track of who I was, and not being selfish, but being more self-serving, having more fun.
Having more fun?
Sure.
And songwriting, is that therapeutic at all?
Oh, it's very therapeutic. It's miserable sometimes, but it's wonderful therapy. And it's a wonderful weapon.
Art Alexakis, thanks a lot for coming in. Really appreciate you stopping by. And once again, here is Everclear on Breakfast with the Arts.